Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and I am continuing my solo expedition in Lost Ruins of Arnak. We are now in Chapter 5, almost done. This is the second to last one before we see everything that Lost Ruins of Arnak Missing Expedition has to offer. And, yeah, so last one went pretty well, I'd say, so we can go ahead and continue. I was actually able to uncover two numbers on my sheet, so we'll go ahead and read those real quick. So first one we'll read is 15. You're learning the ways of Arnak's beasts. Though different in form, they have many behaviors in common. There is an intelligence to their actions, and although they usually travel alone, they often seem to be working together, somehow communicating at a distance. You are beginning to understand why Professor Kutil was so fascinated by these creatures. There is much to learn by studying them. So I start with the Stone Feather artifact on the bottom of my deck. So there's that. And it lets me draw a card and gain a tablet, and I can place a tablet on my notebook. When I research with my notebook, I gain the tablet, or I gain the tablet afterwards. So I guess I can stack on them every time I use this, and then eventually just get them all at once by researching. So it's okay. I mean, the fact that it starts in my deck is kind of ass, just because I don't get the free use of it. And then the next one is 21. Several water sources on this island have a distinctive smell. You have collected enough data to conclude that this water, or perhaps its smell, is actually pee. Definitely affects the Guardian's behavior. Now it is time for some experiments. So I start with the well bucket item on the bottom of my deck. And very simple, but it is, that symbol lets you draw from the bottom of your deck. And so works the same way as drawing, except it's on the bottom. And then I am going to be playing this one with the second newest leader in this expansion. So the very first chapter I did the journalist. Now I am doing the mechanic. That is quite involved as well, because they have a very wide board and a little cog here that turns. It does have a thing you pop in, so it's not going to fall off. But essentially how that works is, you might also notice you might not actually see it, you might see it way down here, but they essentially have these gold tokens that at the end of rounds 1, 3, and 5, let's see, was it at the end? After drawing cards at the beginning of rounds 1, 3, and 5, I reveal these two, and I choose one to place in the the cog in here. So they'll actually slot in like that, and they will have a benefit. Man, they really fit. That's snug in there. There we go. They have a benefit on the other side, and basically there are two symbols now that I can get. One that will allow me to rotate it and pick one of the cog symbols on the silver. But if it's a gold rotating symbol, then I can choose either to take the gold or to take the two on the left and right of it. Other than that, she can actually have 3 companions, 2 from over there, and at the beginning of round 3, she gets Rusty the monkey. And so he works just like any other person. He's actually one that can consistently help me rotate. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're doing that. And now we are in Chapter 5, Arrival Force. Oh, we are also using the waterfall track, which is new to this expansion as well. Yes, the waterfall temple. A couple things going on with this. There's shortcuts. There's a shortcut, which is basically you can skip all that. Lets your magnifying glass and stuff can skip that by giving up an unused idol, a ruby, and an arrowhead. And the other one is there are these little what do they call them? Oh, they had a name. Cataracts. So these cataracts actually have you ignore these costs here. So going actually up to here is free, and once you cross it, it pops up and covers this section. So it just has 2 areas to make it free, and then over here, your notebook can only go this way, and the magnifying glass can only go this way. And if the magnifying glass lands on here, pick one of those locations, activate it, and then put it at the bottom of the stack. And then a solo game, if they go that way, then they just get rid of one. Actually, is it the top one? I don't know. It does say the top site. Yeah, when they reach it, so that just goes on the bottom. So there's that. Now, let's learn about Chapter 5, shall we? A rival force. From a summit near the coast, you are able to observe Dr. Haverin's extensive camp. Fuel tanks are unloaded. Armed thugs pile into vehicles and make roads through the jungle. Smoke rises from the south to rise from new campsites in the forest. The expedition behaves less like an archaeological team and more like a paramilitary force. So there's an archaeologist figure, which is this one. That is the supply convoy of Dr. Haverin. I don't even remember Dr. Haverin. Against Haverin's superior numbers and superior logistics, a direct conflict would be unwise. But there is one advantage you can use: your superior knowledge of the island. Let's see. So there are these encounter cards. Basically, whenever you discover a level 1 site, reveal its encounter card, and you can resolve it immediately before or after you do the site's effect. So that's cool. When your rival discovers a site, they keep the encounter card, and it counts as 3 points at the end of the game. So my rival is not going and getting gold. That tile has been removed. And the supply convoy follows an S pattern. So essentially, it's going to be going this way, hitting there, and then coming back this way, coming up, and then going this way to the temple. They don't block anything when your rival takes one of the 4 remaining dig actions. Yeah, it doesn't block a space. If the convoy reaches the end of its path, I lose immediately. So, that's that. It looks like Haverin is attempting to establish a camp, or perhaps even a fortification, at the White Tree. Kutil says this would give him no small amount of power. The ancients believed ceremonies performed at the White Tree could influence natural forces throughout the entire island. That convoy must be stopped. Kutil, shut up. You've done nothing but be a burden. So I can move the convoy back. Whenever I buy a card, I check the column of sites below it. If the convoy is in that column, move it back 1 space. So, that's actually interesting. I never really align these at a column. So, yeah. I'm guessing that's actually includes basically all the way up to here, because if he's there, then I can buy this item, and then that would knock him back. Yes, you can move the convoy back from the research track site by buying the 5th card in the row. The interlopers are easily intimidated by Arnak's ancient guardians. When your archaeologist is on the same site as a supply convoy figure, you may spend a guardian's boon to move the figure back 1 space, instead of the boon's usual effect. This is a free action. When your archaeologist is on the same site... Oh, okay, so basically if there's a site, if a site's here and then it goes on there, I can use it. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's pretty much it. I actually, if the convoy reaches the end of its path, I lose immediately. Otherwise, I win after round 5. So I just have to survive till round 5. So, to get those cards over there, I guess. So it's interesting because this just says, otherwise I win after round 5. This card says, reach the top of the temple and stop the villain's convoy from reaching it. So, big spender, buy 6 items / artifacts costing 3 gold or 3 compasses or more. Track this by placing a token on the Jewel's Loop card. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so I just put like a coin or a compass on the jewel's lupe. Send the convoy back from 3 different sites using guardians. So I have 3 fear tokens. That's how you track that. That's ambushing the convoy or fated confrontation. Your magnifying glass and the convoy are on the same space of the research track. Interesting. Okay, so basically I have to get my magnifying glass here and let it get in and not move it until it gets there. So that gets me the Scepter of Karkal. Well, we shall see how all that goes. Since I am actually going to be first player, I start with my 2 gold as normal. Here are my cards. So, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and get started then, baby. Okay, so let's go ahead. What do I want to do? So, what do we have? We have the notes on the Guardians. Gain a tablet for each Guardian you occupy in each one I've overcome. The dog, it lets me activate an unoccupied campsite. That's really good. Let's see. Marine mechanics lets me, as a free action, rotate this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do teamwork. So this is one of her cards. Teamwork lets me rotate it with the silver. So I shall rotate. And basically, like I said, I can pick one of those. I'm actually going to pick the gold. So now I have 3 gold. And that was a free action. And I actually think I will get the dog. So I'm going to pay 3 and put 1 on the jewel's loop. And this will go on the bottom. And whenever your rival takes one of the 4 remaining dig... Oh, okay. Whenever they take a dig action after resolving the action, advance the supply convoy 1 step. Okay. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, I can't remember how they move. So basically, that's why that one of the dig actions is actually out. And, okay, actually, they're not digging just yet. They are getting an item. I'm gonna... Oh, wait, I actually get one of these at the beginning when I draw. I think I'm gonna pick this one. And since I can rotate it, whenever I grab one of these golds, I place it in any open space. So I'm gonna place it right there, so that, because I do have another way of rotating the cog again. Anyway, so yeah, sliding that down and sliding that down. And the biggest victory point value one is either going to be the repaired plane or it's going to be the fountain pen. That's what they're taking. Saxophone. Oh, this is actually, I think this is one of my promo cards. Use the effect of the silver side of up to 3 available guys on the board. Alright. Well, so that was their turn. I'm going to use this fear card to go to a campsite, and I think I'm actually going... I want to go visit some locations, so I'm going to get some compasses. That was my turn. They're now going to the campsite there, so they're advancing. I see now. So there's 4 locations, so they would go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 3 rounds, so basically I have to keep pushing them back. That's okay. I think I can definitely go exploring. But first things first, I think I want to get some tablets. So I'm going to go use my other fear to go right there and get some tablets. I don't feel great about this one because, well, actually they're going to this location. So gonna go here, getting that gold. That will go, I'll put that there and hopefully remember. Ooh, it's a really nice site. Get 2 tablets and do a trade. Okay, so the 2 tablets and a boat would allow me to move my God, you get almost nothing for that though. And I don't have a way to get a ruby right now. Well, maybe. I might actually. So first thing is my marine mechanics. I am going to rotate. I'm going to rotate like so. And I'm actually not going to use my gold. I'm going to use both sides of the cog. So it's going to give me 1 compass and a car. And the car I am going to use to go exploring, which I could explore here, which would give me gold. Could explore there, which would let me discard a card, get rid of one of the 2 fears. I can go up here just because if I get a guardian boon, I could go here just to hope that I think I'm actually just gonna go here though. So oh my god, I don't have a person. I don't have a person available to actually go there. So, never mind. I forgot I needed that. So that was just a free action. So, I think I will use... I'll use that card for its symbol. And yeah, I guess I will move up, spending the 2 tablets. Completely forgot I needed a person to actually go there, so we will move that up right there, getting me a gold. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Alright, going to the tablet spot, which will advance that there. God, that just sucks pretty hard. And I don't have... That's pretty much it. I'm gonna have to pass. Yep. So that is a research, and they're gonna go this way, and they're gonna get rid of that person, and getting the only artifact that is worth any points. And gonna go to the ruby spot, which is going there. God, really, when you discover... where was it? Whenever your rival takes one of the 4 remaining dig actions. After resolving the action, advance the supply cone, avoid 1 step. Yep, that's that. And then it's going to be that. So now they're there. And then the last action is to research, and it's going to be, well, they can only go up that way. Oof. So they're actually not going to need that other person. That was not great. I'm going to have to basically... Ugh. I did not enjoy that. So we are going to exile the notes on the Guardians and the Rod of Division. So just exile that. The stupid monkey is like weirdly in the way. Move that there. So we get the Guardian's loot. Lets you unexhaust a Guardian and draw a card. And the decorated horn. Hey, some musical instruments. Exchange one of your assistants with one available on the supply board. The new one is the same level and refreshed. Not bad. Yeah, we grab my people. Grab their people. So basically I just have to buy... Well, I just have to stall for time, really. I'm going off of what the book says, not what that card says, because I don't think I'd be able to buy... Unless these are really good. But generally they're situational, and they're pretty good. Like, it's not like they've been bad, but they haven't been like, oh, the game, this chapter's really hard, so these encounters are amazing. 5. So I did that. And, yep, so they're going to go. And they're going to research, which is going to just put them up there. And get rid of this one, which is going to cause this one to go here, I think. Yep. Okay, well that's fine because I'm going the other way. Anyway, so I need to buy a card, which I'm going to. I'm going to buy this rough map before he starts moving. So rough map, which is actually not that bad because I kind of want to explore a lot of locations. So that will push him back one spot. Moving the saxophone, and we got iron rations. What else do I got? Got my dog, which is going to be very nice. So go into the ruby spot, which is moving him back. Ooh. Well, I think I will use my well bucket. That will let me draw a card from the bottom, and I know exactly what it is. It is my rough map, so I will get to look at 2 sites, which could be very good. And we have the arrowhead, which means he's going here. That one I might do just to get the card draw. So we are going to use teamwork as a free action to rotate my wheel. And I will actually get the boat off of that to spend my 3 compasses. And we're going to go right here, which will give me an idol, which will let me draw a card. Sweet. And I can activate this after I see what that location is. Oh, okay, this might be really good, so we'll see what goods I get. So the first location is awesome. Is a ruby, which I so desperately need. A ruby and this guardian, which is also very doable. Very doable. So I got Shadowing the Rival. Havrim's henchmen pass through this labyrinthine grove, ignoring the butterflies, not pausing to wonder why the swarm is drifting east. So I can follow the butterfly, and I reveal the top. I'm going to have to... Well, I think I'll do it now. Man. Can I... You know, I think I'm actually going to hold on to this. So I'm going to follow the henchman. I pay a boot and a compass to reveal the top tile of the level 2 stack, activate it, and put it on the bottom. Not super great in terms of like the symbol I need, but yeah, because I'm gonna be able to get some stuff with my dog, and since the stone feather is kind of dead to me right now, I might just use that as my boot. And then let's see. That was my turn. Okay, so visiting another location. It's going to be this one. Whoop. And that will be a level 1. Oh my god. So everything's going to shambles. Hey, he died. The henchman died. And that will reveal a guardian. Alright. So while he's there, I can use my rough map. And see, the thing is like... Okay, I'm going to use my dog to get a compass. And what... site and unoccupied, so it has to be one of these 3. And I'm thinking to get guardians to actually go to where he's at and keep pushing him back. But I think I'm going to activate the gold site because I also need to buy items to push him back. But also getting these is good Well, but I'm also delaying because yeah, now he's moving on. So he's going there, advancing. Okay, so let's exile the rough map for three things. And actually, at any time, I'm going to use my... God. I'm going to use my stone feather and get rid of a compass to reveal the top of the level 2 stack and activate it. So, could be really good, could be really bad. Oh god, I have to lean. Okay, it's actually pretty good. It's going to be 2 compasses and another ruby. So it's that location, and it just goes on the bottom. God, I just have to lean so much whenever I'm sitting over here. Alright. So, that was that, exiling the rough map. Yep, going to here. Alright, so I really need to start pushing you back. Or buying stuff. I mean, I could buy the Guardian's loot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I could, and it wouldn't be awful. You know, I think I will actually. I'm going to spend the 3 to buy the Guardian's loot. It's probably not amazing, but it is going to let me draw a card. Cool. It's flipping a Guardian again. I don't know if that's good right now. I mean, that would be 3 compasses. So the 2 cards I have is actually my Marine Mechanic and my Auto Mechanic, which are 2 gold rotations. I do have this idol I can use that would get me... I could give up a 3 points for 3 points. That would get me a gold, a compass, and let me rotate that, which will give me another gold. Which means I could then... Yeah, I think I am. Yeah. So I'm going to activate one of my blue symbols, which will give me a compass and a gold. And let me rotate this. And I will get another gold. Yeah, and I'm going to spend the 3, which actually is one of those, so I need to do 6. So I am going to buy this, because he's not going anymore. So this is all good. So he's going to knock him back, and the Guardian's loot is going to pop off and let me draw a card. And reflip a Guardian, but that's not happening. Then going to get the item worth the most points, which is going to be this one, the old saxophone. Thank God, because I really wanted that army belt. Slide that down. And then I'm going to spend 4, which I have 4 gold, which will be another one on that thing. So to get the army belt, which will push him back again. Slide all these down. Ooh, a whip. Exile this card to buy an artifact with a discount of 4. That's pretty hot. That's not bad, really. It's not bad at all. At all. Yes. So now it's their turn. They're going to research. And which means that they go up here, which just means that that's happening. And they get rid of this guy. Any of those helpful? Yeah, I mean, they're all helpful. Then I am going to discard a card and get rid of 2 compasses to defeat this guardian, which, with the allies of my cause, I can spend a guardian's boon when my archaeologist is on the same site as him. So instead of doing the boot for an arrowhead, I'm going to use it to knock him back one more. That was overcoming a guardian. So now getting the artifact worth the most, which is going to be this one, because they're tied. And then we have Soothsayers. Choose an opponent's deck. I don't even know if... I mean, I'm assuming that counts as their deck. So now I still have a worker. Getting gold is probably my best bet. I have 2 rubies, surprisingly, which is not amazing. So do I just... Actually, so I will use my auto mechanics to rotate that. And I will get a gold. Ooh, perfect. And I will spend that gold, because they're done with actions, to actually get the improvised weapon. So if I really want an arrowhead last minute. And that was on the same row as this douche. So he's there. And we're going to do my marine mechanics. Rotate again. I could activate the gold, which is a... now that I think about it, I should have kept the other one with the compass. Well, this one's discard a card and get a tablet. I kind of need tablets more than anything. I should have looked at that. That's okay. I'll be the first person next turn. I can go get some tablets and start moving some stuff up. Or actually, what am I doing? I have a ruby. So I can move this way, and that would let me pick one of those. And I can pick the one for the money or the one for the compasses. I think I'm actually going to go with her, because eventually money will not mean a whole lot and compasses will. So I'm going to need a lot of artifacts. Oh, she comes down here, which I'll use, which is actually perfect, because I would like to... Oh, this is nice. Okay, so I'm going to use her for her car to actually come here to get 2 gold. And I'm going to use that 2 gold to immediately get iron rations to push him back one more. And then I think that's it. I think that's all I got right now. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Okay, so send the convoy back from 3 different sites using the Guardians. Oh, I actually have done that once. Track this by placing fear on the site. Oh, okay. I'm guessing I'm not getting... I don't think I'm getting negative points for that. I think that's just to show that I've done it. Okay. Neat. And then he's so far back, I can actually probably get my compass, or yeah, my compass up a couple times. Need to get a ruby. But I think with that, I'm gonna pass. That was a pretty successful turn. Knocked him back quite a bit. And then we have a crowbar. I should just beat his ass with the crowbar. But he's moving 4 spaces every round. That's the long and short of it. So I have to constantly be buying stuff to push him back. But I gotta say, pretty happy about that. That was pretty neat. And now I have a bunch of items I'm gonna get to use next round. And I'm first player. So grab our people. Grab his people. And then exile the Cleansing Cauldron, the Nganga, and the Repair Plane. And then we are in round 3, which whenever I draw my stuff for round 3, I'm gonna get my little monkey dude, my Rusty the Monkey. right? Yes. So I'll shuffle those, put them on the bottom. I know 2 of these are going to be fear. 2, 3, 4, 5. The rest should be some pretty sweet items. Yeah, Guardian's Loot. Hey! Ooh! Guardian's Loot. When your army is on the same side, you may spend a Guardian's Boon. That's pretty neat, actually. That's going to come in handy because I'm going to be able to unflip my Guardian. So I might actually, with the Guardian's Loot, be able to use this one Guardian multiple times to push him back and get that card. But first, since I drew my cards, I now get Rusty. And Rusty lets me rotate it. If he levels up, then I get to use the gold effect. And the 2 gold I have is draw from the bottom of the deck or draw a card and gain a boot. Ooh, both of these are really good. Whew, but I think with the way that this works, still buying items is going to be good. So I'm going to get the one that lets me draw from the bottom. Might regret that, but we shall see. So I think first things first, I do need to go get some tablets, and I can't think of a excellent way to actually go do that. Well, there's a couple locations that I can. I do want this whip, so I'm actually hoping his first action is to move there, because then I can go here and get some tablets that I need. Yes. Ooh, this is going to be exciting, I think. I think this is going to be a good turn. I think this is going to be a good turn, I'm hoping. Now I kind of wish that he... I'm still going to need... What am I going to need? Because I have my army belt, and my army belt lets... I can choose 2. I can get an item that's for 2 less, draw a card, and unexhaust a person. So... And I want him to advance so I can get the whip for 2. And then... I don't have my rotate, unfortunately. But then I'll go there, and then I can use my Guardian's Loot. Man, things would have to go really, really well for me. So I think first thing, just in case, is I'm going to use my Fear, and I am going to come here and get 2 tablets. Alright, so they are moving there, so they're going to go here. So for my first action, I am going to use my little monkey guy, Rusty, to rotate. And I'm going to use the ship. So I'm going to come here and get 2 more tablets and trade. And I will actually trade one of those for an arrowhead. And then hope he doesn't move this round. You know what? Actually, I'm going to need one. I'm just going to need 1 right now. So, oops, shit. He's getting an artifact that's worth the most, but they're all worth the same, so he's not moving. War Club, just defeat a Guardian. Okay, so I have a tablet. I'm going to use my Guardian's Loot to draw a card, which is my Iron Rations. Oh, that's even better, because that lets me... I can gain a coin and unflip a Guardian. Right? Yeah, that is what that is. So that one's unflipped. I'm just dropping everything. And I think this is a free action. So as free action, I'm going to flip it again. And that is going to cause him to go back. That's my second of 3. That's pretty hot. And does it say 3 different sites? Okay. That is all right. Ooh, actually, hold on. I'm not going to use my Guardian ability yet, because I can actually push him back a couple times from this round. So he is going to go there. I am still going to do my Guardian's Loot and draw a card and have that ready. So that was that. Then he's going to research. Pretty much it's just this way, and he's going to get rid of the area with the most people. Okay, so now I'm going to use my army belt, and that's going to let me get an item that is 2 or less. So because I'm buying this now, that is going to cause him to move back. A flask. Exile this, draw 3 cards. Then I could unexhaust my monkey, and that would just give me some money. Or I can draw a card. And I think I'll draw a card. Okay. This one, it's going to let me rotate my cog anyway. Because I got my tinkering. Alright, getting rid of a Guardian. They're not on a space with a Guardian, so they're just going to research, which is going to... yep, they're going to go... What are those locations on the waterfall? Doesn't actually say what those spots do. Weird. Okay. So I'm guessing that they just go here. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what, oh, I think that symbol means that they get one of those whenever they pass it, or when they reach there, so here we go. That's what we'll go with. Okay, so now let's go ahead, let's start moving up on the track. So we're gonna get that, and we will move up here and get a compass. Yeah, that's what we'll do, because then I can move up for free, and then I'll need another ruby. But oh man, they're gonna be rapidly moving, but this time they're gonna go to this location and check that out, and right there, drawing a card. Getting a coin, getting a tablet, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to my iron rations. So I think I will just use my tinkering to rotate my cog, and I'll just get a gold. That was a free action. So what do I need to move my... Oh, it's free, actually. So just for free, getting rid of that for a compass, and that will give me a third person, or my other person, and drawing a card, discarding a card, he's always good. I don't plan on beating them up there, so yeah. This time I definitely don't think I'm winning in terms of score, but you never know. You never know. I could theoretically just, get all the way up here. I mean, I have quite a few compasses. I could just rapidly, and then use the shortcut, get an idol, and just get at least a couple points. So now they're going to the compass spot, and he's going to go there. And for free, I will flip my Guardian. That will cause him to jump back. And I need a ruby, but I don't have a way to get a ruby. So I think I will use my iron rations as an action, which is getting me a coin and flipping my Guardian. The Guardian I've been using is this one. So if I have him as a pet, yeah, I'd be terrified of that guy too. And then gonna get the item worth the most points, but just gonna be that flask. A dinghy. Get a compass and gain another compass if you have an archaeologist on a site with a boat. So I have fear and improvised weapon. I could use my improvised weapon just to get rid of the 2 fear cards. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to do, so I will use my improvised weapon to exile 2 cards. So fears are gone. Then go into the ruby spot, and that will have him advance here. And then, again, I don't want him to rapidly advance, so I need at least time to get my compass onto that location. So I will spend 1 gold on this watch, which is not bad. It's 2 gold, which I need a lot of, which will go on the bottom, and that will cause him to go there. And because I think he's going to move 1 more time. Yes. So it's going to be the tablet spot, and he's advancing. Then it is my turn. I can't move my compass, or I can't move anything. Actually, that's not true. I could move my book up 1. And I'm gonna, because I'm just shuffling these because I always forget to. Because, so it's going to be the arrowhead, a compass, and a tablet to move my book up 1, which lets me get an item for 2 or less. And let's actually just get this crowbar. And it's going to be points if I move them up sequentially, so like, so that will cause him to move back. Moving the dinghy, camera, and army knife. Army knife's always good, that utility there. And then just for fun, as a free action, I'll use my assistant for a compass. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'll save him. There's no point in me drawing and discarding 1 card. If I knew I had a bunch of fear, I would do that. But I think with that, I am going to now pass. I still have enough compasses. I have 2, so whenever I go, I can go and try and get a ruby to move up. So that will be that. We can unexhaust our people, shuffle my cards. And then return everyone. So these are going under here. Exiling the staff and the dinghy. Put that like so. So what do we got? We got a serpent idol. That might be handy, just to get the ruby, and that's even better. Idol of Anu. Research with a discount of a ruby. I mean, that costs 3, but that might allow me to go here instead of over there, and I still get to hold on to my cards. And we'll draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should not have any fear. I do not. I have quite the good hand here. Yeah. Neat. Okay, so they're going first. Welp. Scratch that. Okay, well, I do want to meet him there to at least get that, and I also want to go up to that spot. So I have an item. I think I have something in here that lets me exit. So I'm going to use my guy. That lets me draw and discard. Okay. Darn. I'll discard my stone feather, I think. Damn it. I do have... Did I get that card? The one that lets me exile it for a bunch of compasses? Oh, I think I do. I think it is in there somewhere. Might be on the bottom. Might be on the bottom. I could use my well bucket to draw from the bottom. Ooh, actually. Oh, it's unoccupied. Damn it. Damn it. So I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, I have a bunch of free actions. I can do this. It's going to take a lot of cards, but I can do it. So I'm going to use her to get me a compass. Use my monkey to rotate my cog and get me a gold. And then use my... ooh. I can use my teamwork card. But instead I'm going to use my marine mechanics to rotate again. And I'm actually just going to get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the 5 I need. So then I'm going to... Those are all free actions, by the way. Then I will use my dog as an action. Ooh. Actually, no, sorry. Nope. Then I will spend 3, which I will put on the Jeweler's Lupe. So I actually just need to get 2 things worth 3 or more. To get the Idol of Anu, Ara Anu, and research with a discount of a ruby, and use these 2 compasses to research here, which lets me activate that. And that one was, yeah, it was... So, hey, it's a gold and an arrowhead. Not bad, which I actually just need some tablets, which if they don't go there... then I can actually... I don't know what's happening right now. Put that on the bottom. I can use my dog to activate that without actually going there. It costs all my free actions to do that. But then, when they go again, I will actually meet that. They're defeating a guardian, but not. They're researching, so they're getting at least 20 points for that. Alright, so now I will use my dog to get a compass, and I will activate... What did I need? I needed the site with, I needed 2 tablets, right? Oh yeah, to go up there. So yeah, I will activate that site and get 2 tablets. Oh, and getting the artifact worth the most points, which is going to be this one. They're all worth 1, actually. Don't ever try to get all your points out of cards, because it doesn't really ever seem like that's going to happen. And then... So he's going to move for sure. Ooh, this will be neat. Yeah, I'll use my auto mechanics. I have not moved them at all. To do that, and I will actually use the gold effect to draw from the bottom. Hey, look, it's my tinkering. That's pretty neat. Then they're gonna go to the ruby spot, which, hey, what's up? We're there. So that is now the fated confrontation, which is going to be the Scepter of Karkal. Ooh, Scepter of Karkal, gain an arrowhead, or if you play this from your hand, you may exile it to get an artifact of any value, just without having to pay its cost. And shit, I can't remember if those go to my hand whenever I get those. I think they go on top of the deck. I'm like 1,000,000% sure that they go on. Yes, you gain the card to the top of your deck. Yes. Okay. And that was their turn. So now I'm going to use my teamwork, which I'm actually going to exile if I have 3 or more people, which I do. I can exile this to take the 2 that I have set aside. And yes, that one's pretty hot. That one's a compass and a tablet. Mechanic's really cool. And I think that's an action. Yes. Alright, so now gonna go there, which means they're gonna advance. So then I'm gonna use my... I do need to go somewhere. Like, I could always spend gold to... as a plane. Which... yeah, I think I will. Oh, for the record, that was free, so those are there. Yeah, I'll spend the 2 gold to hire a pilot, and I will actually go here. So we're going to go there. That will let me trade if I choose to. I'm not going to. I just want the idol. Which could be really good, because I am going up that waterfall very quickly. Oh, whoops. I meant to do a free action ahead of time, which that will get me that and a tablet, because I'm using the new gold I just got and the new tinkering, and I have 3 or more gold. Then I had to spend the 3 to actually go there. So... we got little thieves. Before your eyes, a curious sight unfolds. Many little lizards run around your camp like ants, gathering your belongings and carrying them off into the jungle. I can stop them. Oh, this one's great. Follow the lizards. Pay a compass to activate a campsite twice. Ugh. Jeez. Well, actually, I can choose after I see what is here. So, oh, that sucks. That's going to be a fear card. But a compass, ooh, which I actually just got. A compass and a ruby. And then a guardian going on top, which is, that is very, how appropriate. Okay, so now I can either draw a card and gain 2 coins, or pay that compass I just got to activate a campsite twice. I think I'm gonna not do that. I think I'm gonna stop them and to draw a card and gain 2 coins. So there's the 2 coins and drawing a card. Oh, that's right. I knew it was the Scepter of Karkal, which is actually going to be pretty good, I think. Was that all? That was an action. And it is round 4, so they are going to do a... what is that? That will be another duplicate. So that is going to be this level 2. And they are placing a guardian. They don't defeat a lot of guardians. So they are going to move one more time, actually. And I believe... what? Out of all... ooh. Yes, neat. Okay, so I'm going to pay 1 tablet to do my Scepter of Karkal, and I'm going to exile it to get an artifact for free, and I'm going to get the War Club to defeat this Guardian for free. Which that is pretty hot. That is a pretty hot combo wombo there. Which means that whenever they do that and go here, he will advance, and that is a different site, which I will then use the same guy that's been hunting them down to cause him to go back, which will go there, which will get me the 3rd one, which is the flare gun, which is another exile. Exile this card to discard a card, gain a compass, and gain a plane. That's pretty hot. It's a pretty hot way to live right there. And I still have one card. Let's see what they're doing. Getting an item worth the most points, which is actually this camera. Slide that. Yeah, sure. Army knife down. Airplane. That's just worth 3. Then I'm going to spend the 2 tablets, the arrowhead, and a gold to go up here. Grab that one, which can be a gold, and a compass. Also, I forgot about this, but big spender. I did technically buy that War Club. I'm guessing. I'm gonna go with that. That was researching, and now moving up is free. Okay, I'm seeing now why you might want to just use that, because you ignore that, and then you ignore that, so you're just skipping ahead, which I very much might do. They can't research, so they're going to get a level 6 from here. And I can't get any more people, so I don't plan on replacing them. So it's just not worth me leaning over every single time. Okay, this might be the first time I actually got all 3 of those. So now I do actually have enough stuff to push him back quite a bit. Yeah, and I think I am. Also, I still have this worker, but so I might hold on to this just to move him down somewhere. First things first, I'm going to spend these 2 to get the Serpent Idol, which will get me a Fear and a Ruby. But more importantly, I'm going to move him back. Whoop. And they're done. And then I'm going to spend 3, which is going to be the very last third one, but it will be on this army knife to push him back 1 more. And that is the 3rd or the 6th thing to get the Jeweler's Loupe. Okay. It's basically like the artifact that I had. Jeweler's Loupe, I think it's Loupe or Loop. Place a ruby on your magnifying glass. When you research with your magnifying glass, you gain a ruby afterwards. And that goes on top. So now I just need an arrowhead, which unfortunately I can't get. Ooh, actually I can. I very much can. This is neat. So I'm going to do my well bucket and my bird. So that's an airplane and the well bucket to count as 2 boots. And I'm going to go right there and get an arrowhead. And then I'm going to use that arrowhead, that ruby, and this idol to skip right there. Pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. And I think I'm going to now pass. So we're going to grab my people, all of his people, and I mean, if I had to get to the top, then and stop him from getting there, I definitely did. So I do win. Like, I will win with those conditions. Now, depending on what the score is going to be, that's a different story. So these are going to go to the bottom. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we exile the Runes of the Dead and the airplane. Yeah, which I couldn't have afforded. Although that is 3 points, which is a lot for cards. So we're going to slide that over. I'm going to get my last set of gold. One-eyed statue, turn a ruby into 2 tablets and 2 arrowheads, and then the obsidian earring. Draw up to 2 cards from the bottom of your deck. Keep one and discard the other. And, well, that's pretty great. I'll keep the one that lets me get a gold and get a random artifact. So I got my entire cogwheel filled out. Which, yeah, there we go. Very, very snug. So here's what the mechanics board looks like. That's pretty cool with all those cogs in there. And last round, I believe. And these are just items. That's pretty sweet. Exile the rightmost item in the card row. Gain any item from the exiled. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Okay, well, I'm first player. I'm going to exile this whip to buy an artifact. Oh, this is the exiled spots. And I'm going to buy this ornate hammer, which lets me exile the rightmost item in the card row and gain any item from the exile to the bottom of my deck. So 1, that's going to push him back. 2, that was worth 2 points. And I'm going to exile the airship to then immediately get that sweet airplane to the bottom of my deck, because that is free points, baby. And then we got the toolbox. So that was my first turn. Then they're going to go to a level 2 spot. They're going to go to this one. No guardian though. Right there. Oh, and exhaust all my people. And can I... Ooh, I can level up someone. And I think I will. I'm going to use the jeweler's loop and this ruby that I got to move this up, which I will... Actually, first, when I'm... no, I'll go ahead and level up my Rusty so that now he has the gold rotate, which I'll use. And I'll use that to gain a gold. And that symbol is... I always forget what that symbol is. That is... use the effect of any face-up idol on the board. We will use... Since I have a bunch of items in my deck, I have a few fears. I could use this draw a card or a tablet. I'll gain a tablet. And, ooh, oh man, they actually got that in order too. If there was a guardian here, they'd kill him. But they're going to research, which is going to be that level 6. Let's see. I think I am going to use my flare. Oh, no, because I don't have... Yeah, let me go ahead and use my guy that lets me draw and discard. And I think I will discard the crowbar. So that was free. Then I will use my army belt, which will let me get an item for... Actually, I'll draw a card. Nice. And I will flip my monkey to get him ready again, which I will actually use right now to do the gold, which will give me another compass, which will give me a compass, and I can trade, and I'm actually going to trade this tablet into an arrowhead. Yes. They're going to research again, not getting anything, and I'm not going to get rid of a guy, so now I think, man, they have not done any of that. That's going to be all lined up, but I think I'm actually going to use my flare gun, exile the flare gun. Oh, man, I was really hoping to get a draw, but Okay, then I'll get another compass and use that plane as a boot and this arrowhead to get a level 2. Gonna get the most expensive item, which is a toolbox. And ooh, a sea turtle. I still have both of my people that I can send down, so I will actually... I need 3. Yeah, so we will use her. Is there any other way that I can get a bunch of compasses? Not really. So I will use her to get my 3rd compass. And then I will just use the Guardian's loot for its plane, spending the 3 compasses. And I'll send them right there. Which will get me a compass. And this, which, interesting. Okay, so abandoned vehicle. This crossing did not go as planned. Haverin's thugs have gone back to camp on foot, leaving equipment and containers. What were they trying to bring back to camp? So let's see what's happening. So level 1. That's pretty amazing. So that's going to be 2 compasses and a tablet. And this Guardian. And I can scavenge the convoy, exile the top 3 cards from the deck. I may gain 1 of them. If I don't, I gain a ruby. Or I can defeat a Guardian. And I think I'll just defeat this Guardian by examining the liquid. Yes. Overcoming the Guardian for free. I examined the liquid where it's all their pee. Getting an artifact that's worth the most points. The obsidian earring. Looks like that's going to be it. And I have 1 card left. And yes, I think just for fun, I'm going to use my idol to draw a card. And I will use both of these as boots, and the 3 to go here, which this will get me, sure, another level 2. And then we will have this. But first, we will draw, which will get me, a fear card, a coin, a tablet, and an arrowhead. And then another Guardian. Oh, I don't have a ruby. Forbidden Throne. The Guardian arises from the throne and stalks towards you, warning you away. When you refuse to leave, it sets off along a path, then looks back to see whether you will follow. Oh, wait a minute. That Guardian that I defeated, I can't use its ability. That's okay. So I can investigate the throne, which gives me 2 arrowheads, and I gain the top fear to the top of my deck. That's not super handy, actually. So instead, I will get an artifact. Follow the Beast. I can get an artifact for 3 less. By following the Beast. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to hold on to this, but I'm going to use, I'm not getting a whole bunch of points for these. I'm going to use my idol for gold for a gold and a compass, and I'm going to use this and its compass to actually follow the beast now. I'm getting a sampler of symbols. But I'm going to get this one-eyed statue, because now it costs just the 1 compass. Which I don't have a ruby, but I'm basically doing it just to push him back even more. And it's 2 points. I mean, the Guardian's Fang is pretty good because I actually do have a Guardian I could turn over for a Ruby, but that's okay. Now they're finally doing that. So he's going there. I have 2 tablets and a gold. So that will give me this. And then, yep, I think it's actually just going to be these 4. So he's going there. I have nothing left to do. So actually, well, no. Nope, I legitimately actually have nothing left to do. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me. I have 2 gold, but that costs 3. And I've used all my free actions. So, yeah. I guess I shall pass. Which, go in there. And last action, go in there. And he made it. He made it that far. So, I definitely won in terms of meeting the conditions. But let's see how scoring goes. Because if a convoy reaches the end of its path, you lose immediately. Otherwise, you win after round 5, which it is the end of round 5. So, research track, they're getting 20 points. I'm getting 18 plus 5, so 23. Then they're getting 6, 12, 14 from those. The temple things, I'm getting 6. Idols, I'm getting 3, 6, 9, plus the 4, so 13. And they're getting 3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. Defeated Guardians, they don't have any. I have 3, so there's going to be 15. And then this is where the fun should come in because of items. So let's do theirs first. They did not get a whole bunch. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16. So 16 from items, and I'm getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Only 21, actually. Not as much as I thought I was going to get after buying all that. And it actually, how many fear cards I have. Oh, I would have one more fear at the end of the round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So actually I only got them by 1 point on items. So let's tally this bad boy up. Okay, so they got 67. And I got 78. Oh, wait. 74. Wow. Only a 7-point difference on that. Oh! Nope. How much are these each? Nope. I think I actually did lose this one. Where are they? Oh, nope. Okay. So 77 or 70, 73. Wow. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, only. Wow, that was actually a lot closer than I thought. Huh. Fascinating. Yeah. Oh, I guess I would have picked one of those, but I don't think it would have mattered. I forgot whenever I got there. I could have gotten rid of a fear or something, but that's alright. So let's read the win for that. Your simple archaeological team has become an effective band of saboteurs and spies. What hidden talents your people have. The convoy is delayed, but your scouts spot Haverin stuffing several idols into a pack before he sets out for the White Tree on foot. He has the means and the knowledge to control Arnak's guardians, but perhaps you know enough to stop him. And that is that. I do the symbols and stuff off camera, but that was chapter 5, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the finale of the missing expedition. That will be chapter 6. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.